Okay, sweet.
Okay, so Fabian, a bit of a disaster yesterday playing against China. I don't know, well, I can imagine you were surprised. I think we were all surprised. I don't think I spoke to any journalist or media person that was not surprised. Not that China won, because it's possible for a team to beat any other team. Even a minnow can be the top team in the world, especially in a game like hockey. But it was the scoreline which we were all shocked by. What happened?
Yeah, I think we just had too many players who didn't pitch yesterday. I think in the first, I look back in the game, China scored all of the goals in the first 26 minutes, first 5 goals, so it was terribly disappointing with the way we started the game. Just way too many basic errors, and then I asked the assistant coach in the warm-up how did it go, and he said bar one player, everybody seemed exceptionally focused.
Right.
And then I just found that too many errors, too many players lacked the desire to perform on the day, and I was terribly disappointed. I was shell-shocked.
Yes.
I've got to be honest, I was shell-shocked. I found it difficult because usually you go into halftime and you make some tactical changes, and I looked at my board and there was none.
Yes.
And I just said it comes down to the attitude.
Yes.
So yeah, it was very disappointing, and the boys were hurting. They definitely were hurting this morning. We had a long discussion about it last night, and I'm confident there'll be a big improved performance against Australia. Exceptionally tough game, but definitely an improved performance against Australia on Monday.
Okay. Were you surprised by the speed of the Chinese attack? They seemed to come down very quickly, and they took their chances. Yeah. I mean, the first goal, I think it was just a cross and a tap in, a diving tap. It could have gone anywhere. It went in the goal. Were you surprised by the speed of the Chinese forwards?
I wouldn't say I was surprised by the speed of the Chinese forwards. We actually changed our defensive structure slightly,
yes,
which we thought would help us. But at the end, I think we let ourselves. We tried to play an expensive game, which was not the plan, and there were just too many turnovers. Simple passes were being mistrapped. So the ball bounces off the stick, and it's just a counter against us, and I thought players didn't react really well to when the turnover moments happened. So we often had 3 versus 2s, 4 versus 2s, which if you're playing an international, you will get punished. Not you might get punished, you will get punished. And I must say the Chinese team are an improved team. I haven't seen them for a while, but I was very impressed yesterday. I was also impressed against Australia. They suffocated Australia for long periods on end, and came away with a 7-0 defeat against, in my opinion, one of the best teams in the modern day game.
Yes. Yes, I think it was certainly a shock and a surprise. Of course, they'll be elated, difficult to communicate with because we have to go through an interpreter, but I'm sure that they would be happy to have taken such a big win. It's going to be interesting going forward. Their team was actually, I thought they were a little bit brutalised by the Australians. Quite frankly, the day before, the Australians pushed them around because they're a smaller size, and yet they seem to bounce back very rapidly. What have you any idea as a coach what their coach might have done to lift them?
I don't know. I think maybe the Chinese mentality is just they come back exceptionally strong the following day. But I thought they competed well against Australia, and against us they seemed exceptionally motivated.
Yes.
And just kept running for the full 70 minutes. I thought we didn't play in the first half, and then when we decided to play a little bit in the second half and just tried to go, we created a lot of opportunities, still not nowhere near where I believe this team could be in the final third. But China deserved their win yesterday. They put us under pressure in the first minute simply because of the mistakes that we made, and that just had a ripple effect. You start the game poorly, it's difficult to get yourself out of that hole.
Yeah.
And I said to the players that there's a few that need to stand up and get yourselves out of this, but also work to get the team out of it, because some of the guys are looking around who's going to be the one that steps up.
Yes.
So it was good to see that some players showed some character yesterday coming up, so played a little more expensive, still made some mistakes. But yeah, we got a new group, so it's a learning experience for them, and it's a hard one, but that's international hockey, so I believe that my team will come out of this a lot stronger and mentally tougher as well.
Who's your next game?
We play Australia in the next game, so...
Oh, it is the next game, Australia.
Yeah, so
we're
very much looking forward to the Aussie game. Our results against them in the last few years have not been great.
Yes.
But I think that's a challenge in itself for this group of players to put their hands up and say, hey, we want to be competitive in phases of the game, and also make sure that we control certain phases of the game, which we haven't done in the past. And also there's obviously areas we want to be better at. Like yesterday, we got caught in the counter just too many times, and the type of turnovers that happen in the middle of the field, and they played straight down our guts was a bit disappointing, that we didn't have people reacting quickly enough to be able to say we can control this. So when goal shots happen, they're coming from the baseline and not from the top of the league.
World Cup just around the corner. Are you still experimenting with different things in this tournament in preparation for the World Cup?
Yeah, for sure. We don't have I've only come into the job, and I think it's my 10th game.
Yes.
Yeah, 10th game. So still very much an experimental phase for me, trying to find combinations. We also have quite a few players that are still playing in Europe who are not available. Captain Austin Smith is also injured at the moment. So quite a few players that will come back into the system, obviously, dependent on the level of performance that they bring. And also how do you incorporate some of the younger players who are putting their hands up and saying, how can we marry the experienced group with some of the younger players who I'm expecting to bring the energy into the group, who don't bring the baggage of having heavy defeats in the past, and just come out and free themselves up to play. So making the combination of that it's going to be interesting. And I said to some of the players at halftime, at the moment you're trying your utmost to play yourself out of a World Cup position. So interesting that enough the players who actually were the ones who brought the energy and brought the game in the second half were the ones that actually took what I said to heart. So good learning experience for them, but also a test of character for some players, and hopefully they're going to bring that character in the next game.
It's interesting that perhaps back a little bit to our previous interview of how do you motivate and how do you criticise a player at the same time. I think we found a way.
Yeah, for sure.
You offered them the stick and carrot.
Got to be. No, the World Cup's a massive event for everybody, and players want to go there not only because of the event itself, but you actually want to go and perform, and that's exactly what we want to do. And I also say to the players that there's an opportunity for you to showcase your talents, because there are scouts out there who want to say, hey, we should get that player to come and play at our club.
Yes.
So it's a massive learning experience for you, and also there's some financial gain.
Yes, big opportunity.
For sure. So yeah, the opportunities are open for the players, and I'm hoping that some of them are going to take it and go with it.
Fabian, good luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's good to have you here as well.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks.